Years from now, when this moment is history, what will our children say we stood for? Every generation is remembered for something. The question is, what will ours be? Will they say we chose comfort or courage? Will they say we looked away or stood up? Because every generation inherits a country, but every generation decides what kind of country it leaves behind. It's easy to point to what's wrong around us. It's much harder to look in the mirror. Comfort has a quiet way of disguising itself as peace. But one day, we realize we've become spectators in the story that we are meant to write. Have we become so comfortable that we've mistaken silence for peace? Have we become so afraid of standing alone that we have forgotten what we stand for? Because a country doesn't lose its way because a few people did the wrong things. It loses its way when good people convince themselves that saying nothing is easier than saying something. Silence doesn't just protect what's wrong, it allows it to grow. But let's be honest with each other. We know that standing up can cost your friendship, a promotion, even your peace of mind. We know for some, silence isn't a choice, it's survival. For those who fear for their jobs, their safety, their families, we do not shame you, we see you, but we will not ask you to stand alone. But for those of us who can speak, who can afford to be heard, who have the privilege of comfort, we must ask ourselves, what does our silence cost our children? There comes a moment in every one of our lives where our values cost us something. When our conscience whispers, speak, but fear whispers, stay quiet. That moment defines us. Not our titles, not our successes, not our opinions, our character. Because character isn't built in comfort, it's revealed under pressure. History has never been changed by the majority of people at first. It has almost always begun with a few ordinary people who decided they could no longer wait for someone else to act. We teach our children to be honest, to stand up to bullies, to do what's right, even when no one else will. But they won't become who we tell them to be. They will become who they see us become. One day, your son or your daughter will ask you, when your generation was tested, what did you do? They won't be asking about everyone else. They will be asking about you. If they watch us stay silent, they will think silence is normal. If they watch us live with integrity, they will learn courage is possible. Imagine a Guyana where a civil servant doesn't have to pay a bribe to get their child's birth certificate, where a small business owner succeeds on their merit, not by who they know, where a young professional can choose honesty over connections and still get ahead, where honesty is louder than fear, where integrity matters more than popularity, where doing the right thing isn't extraordinary, it's expected. That Guyana won't be built by heroes. It will be built by ordinary people who refuse to compromise on their values. People who choose conscience over comfort, truth over convenience, character over applause. We are a nation of 6 people. We are descendants of ancestors who endured hardship and still found the strength to dream. That spirit didn't die with them, it lives within us. Don't underestimate what one voice can do. Every movement, every change, every better tomorrow starts with someone who decided it starts with me. So don't wait for someone else to speak first, because courage has always spread the same way. One voice becomes two, two becomes 10, 10 becomes thousands, until an entire nation remembers who it is. One day, when our children ask, when your generation was tested, what did you do? May we never have to lower our heads. May we be able to say, we stood. We stood for truth. We stood for integrity. We stood for compassion. We stood for each other, not because it was easy, but because it was right. One day, our names will be forgotten, but the decision we make today will still be shaping the lives of those who came after us. Let it be said, we were the generation that chose to stand so the next generation never have to kneel. Change starts with a single choice in a single moment. Today, when you're faced with a choice to decide between what is right and what is easy, choose right. That is how we begin. Live today in a way that tomorrow's generation will thank you for. Guyana, let's change what we stand for.